Fitzy and Wippa.
Lucky enough yesterday, and you're going to hear Baz Luhrmann later on in the show just after 8 o'clock. Also, Austin Butler, the guy that plays Elvis in Baz's new movie, the guy is... You know what? When you walk into that room, you instantly go, "Whoa, that
look at
guy is he's
You know
like
what?
a doll."
Isn't he? Baz refers to him as the next Leonardo DiCaprio.
He's that beautiful.
He is phenomenal. And this movie, Elvis, is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, what an actor.
And Austin is phenomenal. Well, it's a 1 for the money, a 2 for the show, a 3 to get a right, and I'll go.
Why don't
but
we let him
you
do it?
Yeah, let's him. Yeah.
Step on my blue, please.
So yesterday was a bit of a weird day for us because it was our first movie junket that we've done in years. And obviously the pandemic has stopped. Been doing a lot of Zoom interviews with people from overseas.
Good to do it face to face.
Face to face. So the Park Hyatt, which is down on the harbour there, beautiful view of the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House. That's where they usually do these movie junkets, Sarah. And it's beautiful. You go down there, we have a coffee, we ran into Jabba, we ran into Jonesy and Amanda, we had a good chat.
See the team.
Good to catch up with a few people. Hannah, who works on the show, she's a new addition to the Fitzy and Wippa show. She came with us and she sort of looks after
Was her
us.
first junket
we go
too, yeah.
through questions and we jumped into the Uber and we're on our way. We jumped in an Uber and it was beautiful. We were in a Merc.
Oh, fancy Uber.
You get a Mercedes in an Uber.
Very plush.
So the guy, you know instantly when you get in there and you know this guy's a talker.
Yeah.
He wants to have a bit of a chat.
Should have hit the no talking button.
So, but see, then there was also Whip. I don't know if you noticed this, but there's, you know how he had his AirPods in. There was a couple of times he was.
He was on the phone.
I thought he was talking to us, but
So
he was
did I.
actually talking to someone on the phone.
It was mumbling in another language.
So anyway, he was cracking a couple of jokes there, but we didn't really get the jokes. So he's having a bit of a laugh. I think what's happened. This is personally what I think happened.
Yeah.
Is that he laughed too much, and he may have emitted something out of an orifice.
Whoopsie daisy.
So this is
Yeah.
and it was thick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Right,
it was like a mist. Says it was like a purple mist that filled the cabin of the car.
Tom, you're laughing at the moment, and so you should, because you've been in this position before in a cab in London.
In LA,
That is well known. We've spoken about it on the show
Yeah,
before.
you unconfirmed. You've spoken about it a lot.
it's not unconfirmed. I was sitting on the floor of the cab at Mr.
Sarah.
Wong's. We'd had a lot to drink, and I was going to be sick.
Sarah had to get down, knowing that the hot air was rising.
Remember, I fell over in front of that girl from the hills trying to walk out to the cab.
No, well, it's like when there's a fire. Remember, get down low and go, go, go.
Yeah.
Sarah was trying to get out of.
What was interesting yesterday was very quickly Hannah and I looked at each other, acknowledging the mist in the car. Fitzy was panicking at this stage. We learned afterwards because you thought that Hannah and I may have thought that it was you.
Yes.
Then I started saying, "Hey, what's your favourite Elvis song? Is it Blue Suede Shoes or is it Smokey Off the Chain?" But this guy, like he almost didn't care.
Nah.
Then he dropped his window.
Yep.
He was proud of it.
So-
He put his window down, acknowledging that he'd just burnt a hole in his seat.
Well, what's the old saying? A fox smells its own hole.
Oh, my God.
He instantly
Never
he
heard that.
owned it, and he was the one to undo his window.
It was extraordinary.
To get the smell out of the Uber.
I nearly jumped out of a moving car. The lining of the roof started to peel off. The seats were popping at the seams. It was terrible.
Hannah, can you come in quickly?
Hannah's
Can
still
you come
recovering.
In? Because you know what? I didn't even think about this, but
Poor Hannah.
did you give the guy a rating, Hannah? I don't even know. Have you given him a rating yet?
Not yet.
Well, okay. I think we need to talk about this.
Like, did you mean? Oh, sorry, you mean on Uber,
can't-
not Rate My Fart.
No.
Well,
Not the website Rate
And
My
the poor
Food.
guy, what's he supposed to do?
Hold on to
No,
it.
but what if he
Wait until
can't?
we pop
And
out.
that's his office. Like, if you're in the office and you really couldn't hold it
no,
in.
Hannah,
because-
it was definitely, wasn't it?
Yeah, he could have also announced it. Like,
Yeah.
hey guys,
Sorry, guys.
I hate to do this. I can't hold it in.
No, you
I'm
don't
gonna
announce it.
Well,
Yeah.
it was.
Sorry, guys. Someone needed to say something.
You can't just let it rip.
do you think you should have said, here comes another one?
Pull my finger or something like that. I had it when it was one-on-one in a car on the way to work the other
Yeah.
day. Remember I came here and I said, you wouldn't believe what just happened.
Hey, here's
the
an
Uber
idea.
driver just farted in the car.
Is there a comment section in the tip section, Tom? Because can you go,
Yeah.
here's a tip for you, don't drop
fart.
your guts in the Uber.
Or could you write bit on the bugle?
We haven't rated his trip yet.
Because it was on Tom's account. This is the problem.
Yeah.
So if he comments.
Is it too mean to give him 4 stars, drop a star, And also, but why don't we give him a $3 tip and then under the tip say, here's a tip?
No.
Don't do that again,
Tom,
mate.
give him 1 star and just write code brown.
No, don't. And one
That's
star
not cool.
takes a long time for an Uber driver to recover
1
from.
star code brown.
Hannah,
It was terrible.
we told Hannah the Tom story in London, and then after that, she was. I felt the colour from her face just instantly went white, and you were like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can get into an Uber with Tom."
Oh, never. It's never going to happen.
Guys, I'm not going to take up Uber driving anytime soon. Look, should we give him a? Should we give
Give
him
him
a
5.
4?
He might have had a rough night on the
says-
bowl. Give him 5.
He can't get more than a
The
3.
bowl.
Yeah.
Always
Like
quite
it.
high.
Might have been the tail end of a heavy night for the poor lad.
Yeah, that's right. He might
was-
have some health issues.
Might have been on a diet.
Yeah.
There was a I feel like when we saw Austin Butler, who plays Elvis, and we shook his hand. There was a moment where he sort of went,
Yeah.
Second-hand stink.
I think there was like it was.
We'd taken it from the cab and dragged it into the interview.
It's like it
was one of the
seeped into our
It
clothes.
was one of those tailors. I had to throw my clothes out.
You know what it was like? It was like we were marinating in it before we
Okay,
saw it.
stop. That's
yeah.
enough.
And-
That is enough.
And I was, and I,
Gross.
Oh,
Gross.
it was. I hope you're having your breakfast. Hope you're enjoying that
Oh,
this morning.
stop.
Do we
no,
move
we're
on,
all
Tommy,
baby.
or do we keep going? Do you get the message?
What more do you want to
Well,
say?
he farted in the
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Fitzy and Wippa.
There's a young singer from Memphis, Tennessee, Mr. Elvis Presley.
I wish to promote you, Mr. Presley.
From Baz Luhrmann's brand new film Elvis,
We're gonna do something different.
Austin Butler joins Fitzy and Wippa.
Hi guys, we're Fitzy and Wippa from Nova 969 and
How's it
we're
going?
here with a young man by the name of Austin Butler. Austin, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Mate, look at that view.
You happy about that?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Can we just get the official stuff out of the way?
Yeah.
The movie's phenomenal.
Yeah, well done.
You
Congrats.
are phenomenal.
We loved it.
Thank you.
Like, we were watching you on TV this morning, and you were talking about, the stress of playing such a big character.
Yeah.
And how full on that was, and the sleepless nights thinking each day I've got to get up and I've got to get this right. Like, that's amazing. And you did.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
It's mind-bogglingly good.
Yeah.
But you
oh,
were
wow,
in,
thank you.
you were in character though, because it's funny when you watch this movie, you didn't know how insecure and anxious and anxiety that Elvis actually had. So were you,
Yeah.
to get into that character, you were actually living that yourself just before you played the
Yeah,
role.
that was an amazing thing that I could rest in. That I didn't realize when I first took it on that Elvis felt those things. Yeah. And then you hear all about his stage fright. And he talks about it quite a lot. And it's just it's what a wonderful lesson that those people who do extraordinary things still feel that and they're human.
And what was Baz like in terms of being on
The
set?
greatest.
Because, when you've got such a big film and there's so much detail, like he's a detail guy.
Yeah.
Does he stress or is he very calm on set?
I never saw him stressed. He's Tom and I talked about it, and I've said it before, but he's the closest thing to a jazz musician I've ever seen in a director.
Right.
Because he does all the work and he immerses himself and he knows every detail. And then when it comes time to being on set, it's so improvisational. And so suddenly I'll be in the hair and makeup chair and he'll come to me and he'll say, I rewrote the entire scene last night.
Oh, my God.
And
Oh, my God.
you got to get used to the thing of the fear of going, wait, what about the thing we prepared for 8 months?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I changed it
Oh,
all.
Baz.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
that, mate. That's not
It's
cool.
terrifying, yeah.
Talk to me about Elvis's family. Priscilla.
Yeah.
You met with her.
Yeah.
You spoke about the role and who you were and what you were going to be doing in the story.
Yeah.
How did the family go? Did they love everything about it?
From the beginning?
Yeah.
Well,
were they
from the-
nervous about
They
it?
were, nervous from the beginning. I mean, she had been excited about Baz, but didn't know what the film was going to be. And so in the beginning, and obviously, like, I'm meeting her, and she was incredibly supportive, but at that time as well, I had just been cast. It was about, I think it was a month after I'd been cast. So my experience was amazing because I got to go to Graceland again recently.
love to see that.
After I finished the film.
Yeah, yeah.
And I realized that the first time that I went, I felt like an imposter.
Yeah.
And coming back, I felt like I was coming home.
Awesome.
It was an amazing shift in my own feeling. And a lot of that was, the first time I was just meeting Priscilla, I had all those same self-doubt feelings and And she told me I have big shoes to fill.
What blew you away that you didn't know about Elvis? Like, what was the one detail or part of his life that you weren't already aware of that you learned?
There's many things. I mean, when I first started researching and stuff, I didn't know that he was a twin. I didn't know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
That's a remarkable thing, being a twinless twin, and what that does to you psychologically. That was the thing that really fascinated me, because you think about the first human contact that you're having, those surges of oxytocin and dopamine that you're getting from skin-to-skin contact is with your twin in the belly. So now, and often that's when there's movement happening. Elvis's mom did this thing called buck dancing, where she'd go to church and she'd dance for 9 hours. And so the sound of music, oxytocin. So love and connection in the midst of music. Now, from the moment that he's born, his twin brother comes out and isn't alive. So his mother's experienced the most grief she's ever felt, and then she starts going into labor, and he comes out as a miracle. So from the moment that he's born, she's holding him so tight. And psychologists call them lethally enmeshed. So the moment that she passes away, it just rips at the fiber of his being. So there's so much that's wrapped up in that.
We didn't know that he didn't tour outside of America.
That's remarkable, isn't it? It's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's so tragic.
It is really tragic.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't it amazing too? Have you thought about how your life is about to change forever? Does that make you nervous?
Yeah, I'm just trying to take it one day at a time.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah.
Mate, it's so good. Like, I'm blown away by it. You were brilliant.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you so much.
I'm married and heterosexual, but I'm sounding like I'm getting carried away.
Yeah, you are.
You're phenomenally talented.
Really getting carried
We gotta
away.
hang out sometime.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you. No worries. But when you're done today, we'll come and pick you back up and take you.
Okay, all right. Okay, beautiful.
Mate,
We'll have a couple pints.
No worries. Congratulations on the movie. Thank you very
so
much.
much.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, mate.
Fitzy and Wippa.